am Lifestylist Suzanne Felber, and I am here with Doug Gorman, who I think I have known for a long time now. Yep.
Many years.
And we would always see each other every year because he would be winning awards. So I always knew who he was because he always had an award in his hand.
And you were winning awards.
Oh, thank you. But yes, but Doug, tell us why you love this industry and why you've been involved so long with manufactured housing.
I love helping people solve their housing problem. And what I tell new salespeople when I hire them, the reason that somebody's come to the door is because they have a problem with the housing they're in, or they wouldn't have come to the door. And our responsibility is to understand that problem and then find a way to solve that problem for them. And it's easier to do with manufactured housing with an average sales price of $60,000 to $70,000 than the average price of $325,000 for a new house.
Very true, especially in Tulsa, because you are in a beautiful area in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I know the housing values are pretty high up there.
Housing values are high, but we've got an advantage that land is, outside the metro areas, land is pretty accessible.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of it. That's true.
We have about 80% of our counties don't have building codes, and that makes life a little easier.
Very true. So I know you've been a member of MHI for how many years now?
Be about 25 years.
And why do you keep being involved in the industry in MHI?
Well, you have to pay back, and you could just run your own business and ignore everything, but you're not really going to be you don't live in a bubble, and
mm-hmm.
things that happen on the national level will impact you. So if you want to, you can either be shoved by those forces, or you can help create those forces, or help be involved in it. I was on the consensus committee for almost 10 years, and I was the only retailer involved in the installation guidelines that were developed. But if I hadn't been there, there were a lot of things that would have happened that would have had negative impact on the industry, because out of the 21 people in the room on the consensus committee, I was the only one that walked the gravel.
And that says a lot. And I know you've told me wonderful stories about some of the people you've helped get into housing at your community and your different houses that you sell. And can you tell us maybe just one of those stories?
Well,
put you on the spot.
Well, we helped one lady get into a home, and we actually carried the note for her for a number of years. And when she sent in the last payment, she sent a really wonderful letter saying that, thanking us for, providing her housing for her and giving her a chance to have her own place.
Makes it all worthwhile,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what do you like the most about MHI?
Well, MHI, it's an absolute necessity, because you have to have somebody that represents the industry, and they're the only, this is the only vehicle we have, and somebody would kidding themselves if they think that you could function in this country without a trade organization that take care of you.
What's about groups and organization and like people getting together? And that's what we're all about.
That's right.
It's about people coming together and making a difference, and that's what MHI and all the wonderful members do, which is why I love it.
And you build relationships. I mean, we've known people now for there we are. We've known each other for decades, and known other people for decades, and it's that's what life is building relationships.
Perfect. Now, I know you have a new website and a new name for your company. So if you're in Tulsa or the surrounding areas, can you let people know where they need to go to find out more about your homes?
Freedom Homes of Tulsa. We've been recently acquired by the Berkshire Hathaway organization, Warren Buffett, more directly Clayton Homes, and we're excited to be part of that organization. And there was a Clayton dealership across the street. They'll remain there, and we will compete against them as Freedom Homes of Tulsa.
Well, you bring something different to the table, so there's something for everybody.
We do.
Perfect. Thanks, Doug.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.